What's going on, everybody? My name is Aaron Sheltnick, and this is my video nomination for the 2022 Top 50 Installer. I've been a technician for 18, going on 19 years. I've been at the shop that I'm currently at, which is Solar Pro Tent and Tunes, for the last 16 years. The biggest challenges I've faced for this past year, I think like a lot of people, and probably a lot of similar answers you're going to hear in these videos, is pandemic and COVID and all the stress and pressures that it's put on general life. The spike in retail and 12-volt electronics that we've experienced in the industry definitely caused a little bit of burnout for me this year. I noticed, especially mid-year, my attitude was definitely becoming affected by necessarily what happened the day before. I was taking that home and I was just letting all that build up. So I've been working on, starting fresh every day, kind of keeping a positive outlook on everything. As far as how coworkers would describe me, I don't think it's a real fair question for me to answer. So here's CJ on how he would describe me professionally, and then how he also feels like I affect store culture.
I'm CJ Barnhart, owner of Solar Pro Tent and Tunes in Warrensburg, Missouri. Aaron Sheltnick had reached out asking if I'd be willing to make a brief video submission discussing ways that he influences not only our team, but our store's culture. And I would have to say the number one way that he does that is going to be with his passion. Not only his passion for this industry, but his passion to continuing to want to grow. Not only grow within his skill set inside the shop, but grow as a leader and grow as a teacher, and the willingness to want to continue to learn. I think that because of that, there's such a mutual respect within all the technicians and Aaron at the store that, as he strives to do better and get outside of maybe his comfort zone a little bit and try new things, it's instilling that same confidence into the other technicians. So as he raises his bar, everybody else's bar raises too. He's done such a great job of instilling that confidence in not only the other teammates, but into the client, from the showroom to the install bay to the end product when delivered back to the client.
My install philosophy and specialty. I didn't start fabricating till later in my career, so I definitely consider myself a technician first, fabricator second. I would describe my specialty, especially being in the Midwest where we do a lot of remote starts. That would be my specialty. Remote starts, troubleshoot, integrating in the car's electronics. Fabrication has really turned into a specialty of mine over the past, call it 5 years. I definitely feel like I've grown quite a bit over that time, from doing basic sub enclosures to full trunks, interior panels, integrating parts in the cars. My philosophy, though, basically is to treat every customer's vehicle like it's mine. Somebody told me a long time ago that somebody's vehicle is the second most expensive purchase they'll make in their lifetime. With the price of vehicles, I'm not sure that's not the most expensive thing some people purchase in their lifetime, but I treat each vehicle like it's mine. At the end of the day, in a small demographic where I'm at, my name is associated with anything that leaves this shop, and I realized that a long time ago, so everything is thought out, everything is prepared like it should be, and installed to the best of my ability. What I want a customer to remember about my installation, obviously finished product is the number one most important thing for 99% of most clients. So that is the obvious answer. But the things that I really would love a customer to appreciate is the details behind the scenes. Whether that's finishing a panel on the backside, even though you'll never see it, how you route wire, how you prep wire, how you treat a door before you install a speaker. The things that customers don't see on a day-to-day basis unless I'm showing them the pictures, are the things that I want a customer to realize and appreciate, because that's the level of detail and level of care that I give every vehicle here. People that have influenced my career, or events that have influenced my career, they kind of go hand in hand. I was fortunate enough actually later in my career to attend some fabrication classes. In one of those classes, actually the very first one I ever went to, I decided before I got there I was going to pick out the most talented people in the room and try to learn just as much from them as I could from the instructor. So I stumbled upon a group of guys that to this day I still talk to every day. They're the guys that I call if I have a question. They call me if they have a question. We bounce ideas off each other, so on and so forth. But I would say those three guys over the past few years of my career have grown my career way past any level I thought it would ever be. Eric Markland, David Phillips, Charles Brazil. We get together a couple times a year. If you follow any of us on social media, and we build some stuff every once in a while together. We work well together. Eric especially took the time out of his career, I guess call it, to come work for me the past 3 months. He knew I was backed up. He knew I needed some help. So he moved down here for 3 months and helped me out. Why I feel like I should be in the top 50 for 2022. This is always the toughest question for me to answer when I do these videos. I don't really like talking about myself, so these videos in general are difficult but usually eye-opening. The number one thing I feel like that you see in a lot of the top 50 candidates is basically the pride that they take in their work. And it's usually the little things. It's easy to take pride in the bigger stuff that we do because we usually spend so much time on it. But the things that we've done ever since day one of our career, as simple as installing a set of speakers or wiring up a radio, what are we... I'm going to build a correct baffle. I'm going to use correct fasteners in the door. We're going to treat the door properly when we're installing speakers. We're going to secure everything behind the radio properly. Those are all things that, it's that extra step that a lot of technicians don't do, but should. But a lot of the guys that are on this list usually do. From a fabrication standpoint, I look at design as probably the most important part of a build anymore. Especially when I first started fabricating, I kind of skipped that process and would build by the seat of my pants, and everything would end up like a volcano in the trunk. We've all been there, so I know you guys understand that. But now, especially when we come to the fabrication side of things, I'm definitely looking at vehicles and pulling inspiration from the interior, looking to build something maybe a little simpler, but it's going to be more timeless. I want to thank you guys for watching this video. Thank the committee for taking the time to doing this. Again, this whole process is just as informative for me as it is for everybody else. I feel like I always walk away learning something about myself that I really didn't realize at the end of the day. So thank you for taking the time to watching this video. I'll give you the brief walk around of my station and my wood shop and everything like that. But again, thanks. Have a great night.